And welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting, "Go Blue." It's a late season, top 25 matchup here. Two teams that have earned the right to be ranked will test each other, and there's big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to start us off. Bringing it out, it's King. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. So Michigan's offense will begin backed up off that forward turn. There's the star running back jogging out of the field. He is trying to add to his huge highlight reel, Kirk.
Chris, honestly, I don't think we've seen too many running backs who can duplicate what this guy can do on the field. He's got everything: vision, speed, power. He can diagnose a defense in real time. I'm really excited to see this kid play. Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Sacked, it's a loss, back to the 6.
Love the call here by the defense coordinator to be able to call this linebacker blitz to come up with a sack. And over the years, Penn State blitzes these backers and are more effective than maybe any school in the country.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. It is intercepted. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Short throw complete to the tight end. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Defense is coming after him. Receiver makes the catch.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
They're going to run it here. And they'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hort. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Oh, it's a reverse. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Looks to the left. Pass caught. They bring him down after a short gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Makes the catch. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. The Wolverines will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. So Penn State's offense out there for their first possession. First down here for this offense. will hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. And the Nittany Lions come to the line to run the hurry out. And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards, get those first downs.
It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The throw complete to the running back underneath. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football. They forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Off and off to yellow. The quarterback looks to his right. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Looking for 6. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line. Second and goal for the offense. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Can't get to the end zone. They spot the ball at the 2.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Finding space at the 20. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's play action. And here comes a deep shot. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Offense operating from the pistol. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. It's a big pickup after the catch. More importantly, holds onto the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throw him the ball again.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quick completion to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. The Nittany Lions will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of 1. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this 1st quarter. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back. Short connection to the tight end here. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Looking right, this one caught.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
1st down and 10 now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll run it here. The Wolverines churn out another 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
1st down and 10. And the single back takes the handoff. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. 4th down. The Nittany Lions will line up to boot it away. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. The punt team making their way on the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Now it's a very high kick straight up in the air. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain. Bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And there's the handoff. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call.
Holding.
Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
325.
Looking for some space. It's Cook. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Coming up, second down and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe hold them to 3 points.
That play sets up a third and goal from the 5 now. They'll run it to the right side. Ball carrier tackled there. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Wow, look at this. They could break the tie with a chip shot, but the coach says, we're going for it on fourth down. And they're trying to punch it in here. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Same tailback, another carry. He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and he'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Some hard running there through a tackle. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. One play, moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And now the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Using his legs on the scramble. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. And the Nittany Lions with 1st and 10 here. Give it to the back again. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Running through the tackle. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half, and he's already at it again.
Offense looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Penn State. That puts them on top in the 2nd half.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. He pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game. Being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. On the run, it's Cook. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Brought down at the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
But they don't.
Receiver.
That one is incomplete. Important 2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Going for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Michigan. This quarterback on fire today. Here's the point after attempt. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Now they get set to kick it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. They begin with a quick throw to the left. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen could be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. And they pick up the first on the ground.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Quick throw caught on the left side. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Grab behind the line. It's 4. And they'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out. Crucial third down play right here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Grab made by the tight end. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed. And he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
He'll hand it off. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. The pocket breaking down. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. Now comes the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And they've reclaimed the lead with that.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Handoff to the right side. They'll tackle him at the 27. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. They'll try to run for the first down. Running with purpose. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 49.
third down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
Throws it to the right. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Second down after that previous play. Tailback with another carry. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the plus 27. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Pass not complete. Second down play coming up.
Let's go.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys.
Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
Automatic on the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The back's got it. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel and understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. And he boots it high into the air. And this will be fair caught at the 35-yard line. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it from the gun. He shreds the tackle.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Here's the second down play. Motion now from the tight end. Handoff here from the shotgun. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Finally brought down, but the offense moving close to the red zone here. And the Wolverines pick up enough for a first down here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Showcasing the shiftiness on that play. Defense finally brings him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
They'll work the clock here with their running game. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. The Wolverines come to the line in a hurry up. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Touchdown, Michigan. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And their first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down. They're going to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, positive yards are always going to help you. These guys got a long way to go to get themselves back into this game. But you put positive yards in back-to-back plays and start to get some confidence going and believe you can do it.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the grab, and he goes down, but the important thing, it's enough to move the sticks in a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion there, Chris, and this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count him.
And the sophomore making an impact play. First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Snags the quick throw. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this time it's complete. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Hey, positive yards here. Fourth quarter trailing really close to the 2-minute mark here. But I love the fact he's able to get out of bounds, preserve that clock. Let's see if they can take some shots downfield to get points on the board.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Nowhere to go, and the ball is knocked loose. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. And they will trot out the field goal team here. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. No problem. Knocks it right through.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here. You remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Can they play keep-away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Finds an open target on the left side. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. You set it down to the offense, 1st and 10. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He makes the grab. A big play moves the ball across midfield, the opponent's 43. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Trying to find some room. It's Cook. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
And now the running back's got it again. And that run produces a decent gain.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Can he make it to the marker? Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays. Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. What a move. Makes one man miss, picks up the 1st down before they stop him. The offense spends a timeout. The clock stopped with just 10 seconds left. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. They'll hand it off. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. Into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
They're set now to try the PAT. An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team will tackle him as the clock runs out. That will wrap up this game. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirkwood. They looked pretty good out there today, and a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. The Bulldogs about to kick it away and get this season started. Coming out with it, it's Stoneburner. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Georgia Southern Eagles will have some work to do after that short return. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
So Georgia's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up a 1. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are. Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Looking for the score. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Power football with the run. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Linemen love to run power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having a pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. The play action fake. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense just wearing this defense down. 11th play of the drive coming. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Movement here from the tight end. Off play action. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bulldogs' return team will have that offense backed up. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
And receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
On second down, he'll let it fly.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
And this is not the way they envision the opening drive going with the 3rd and long coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Eagles offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these?
Ball in the air, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's, look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They are in attack mode already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. He makes the grab.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
He looks that one in nicely. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Bulldogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Georgia.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
The run to the left. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Just feeds the running back. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Well, the upside is you could get a 1st down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. He's not going to get there. Stop. Welcome to Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Hoosiers. We expect Memorial Stadium to be rocking because these fans have been getting ready since early this morning. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Michigan Wolverines return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
They'll go to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Just need a few inches on third down to move the sticks on this opening drive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. The Wolverines get it past the sticks.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misconnection, it's second down. To the air, it's Bacon. Getting some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. Finds his man, it's Stewart. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on fourth down. Finds his man enough for the first. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will go to work for the first time today. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive charge.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second and 10 here. Back to throw, it's Cherry. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry up.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snags it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
It's so important to know where you are on the field. Great job, great hands, great awareness. Make sure you get that grab, possess the ball, and get that foot in bounds.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Give to the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Looking to take a shot. And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. He makes the connection. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Harper. Smashes through. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Line gets set, 1st down. Using his legs, it's Cobb. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play. Going to take a shot at this DB. Brings it down on the right side. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavy.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Swings it out to the flat. Hey, that's a live ball. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Give to the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. The back goes in motion. Dropping back, it's Cherry. And he intercepts it. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Unloads to the right. And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Not only did they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field.
Looking for the end zone. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't fool.
And he's running in the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. On the run, it's Marshall. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'll try to blast their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. They want to run it left here. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting, and you've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game, because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
And he ends up taking a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Wants to bring it back.
The returner is tackled down at the 42, and the Michigan offense will take over.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's got some room headed to the goal line. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Bloomington. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime.
And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Looking for a man. It's Cherry. Fires on the move. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here on this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cobb. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Running it to the right. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Now the play fake. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to let it go. And he reels it in inside the 30. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
Give him 109 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Trying to punch it in. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Open runway ahead. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to...
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and...
Can anyone catch him? A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
First down here for the offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Cherry. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field.
Into the house. Touchdown, Indiana!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He's not going to get it in, and the lead will remain 18 as they were trying to make this a 2-possession game. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Taken down at the 49. Second down coming up.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
He uncorks one deep. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. From the gun, running back on the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry up. Back to pass, it's Cherry. They're bringing heat. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Hoosiers have their offense in high gear.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Fires to the tight end. And it's slipped out. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Going deep. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell the defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very, very long. Bulls his way forward. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see.
And they got him for the sack. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass, intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field.
And it's caught inside the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one. Now, third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing